New governor in Nairobi, there are issues. He's trying to do this, he's trying to do that. Some he gets right, some maybe he needs a bit more consultation.
Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja can now breathe a sign of relief after Raila Odinga and President William Ruto intervened to at least stop his impending impeachment. However, Sakaja faces what could be his biggest political nightmare since joining politics.
But they say no pain, no palm, no cross, no crown, no girl, no glory, no thorns, no throne.
And now that duly elected Nairobi governor has endured a steady rise in the political arena, rising from being a mere political handler of Uhuru Kenyatta in 2008 to being a senator and garnering a massive popularity in 2022, where he trounced Azimio's Polycarp Igathe to become the Kenya's capital city governor. Since 2022, Sakaja has endured an uninterrupted run of his gubernatorial leadership, but just like his two predecessors, Governor Evans Kidero and Mike Mbuvi Sonko, the fallout with members of the county assembly is now loud, noisy and messy.
In all that regard, tunasema kwamba ili Nairobi iwak tena, Sakaja must go.
Sakaja's signs of trouble began just 5 months after his election. The elected governor clashed with the then Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua on how he was running county affairs.
Na nimemuita tukae chini na yeye. Mambo yoyote ambaye anaamua, ambaye anaweza haribu biashara katika Nairobi, kwanza tuongee tukubaliane.
You know, I had somebody saying that Sakaja ujui Nairobi ilikuwa hivyo kabla uzaliwe. That's why I'm governor. I can't leave it to be how it was before I was born. We must change it.
The dissatisfaction has continued, and the once vibrant governor now talks of betrayal and being shortchanged by the very people he claims to have helped politically.
Sakaja ni kijana mzuri, ni governor, nitamketisha chini. Tutakubaliana vile wafanyabiashara watakaa Nairobi bila kusubuana sana. Mngetaka nimketishe chini? Tukubaliane na yeye, tulimsaidia na vile tulimsaidia tutaketi chini na yeye tukubaliane vile tutakaa.
70 Nairobi members of county assembly have already signed to vote a motion of impeaching the city governor. The big question is, will Sakaja survive the MCA's onslaught, and what exactly has fallen apart just 2 years before the next general election? For the first time, both UDA and ODM legislators have united to demand his removal. Well, the push follows a stormy meeting on August 26, 2025, where over 90 members of county assembly voiced anger over the Sakaja leadership.
The members are also saying that the governor is not in touch, completely in touch, both with the ground and with this assembly, the members of this assembly. 3/4 of the members who make calls to the governor, he does not reply or call back.
Mimi sitaendelea kukula uchungu ya wananchi. Leo si kazi yangu. Kama ameshindwa na kazi yake, together with the executive, wapake waende nyumbani.
Huo msimamo wa signature sisi tumeachia viongozi wetu na tumewaambia tuko tayari kuweka kama ni signatures zinahitajika za impeachment. We as members tuko tayari kuweka kidole na ili Nairobi iweze kunyooka.
We've seen impeachment of governors such as that of former Meru Governor Kawira Mwangaza, but the Sakaja impeachment drama is shaping into one of Nairobi's worst political battles in recent years.
One of the resolutions that have been passed by the members here today is that both the governor of Nairobi and his deputy must start packing. And we are not threatening, we are going to do it.
Does 2027 politics has a hand in Sakaja's predicaments? That is a factor that cannot be ruled out. Embakasi East Member of Parliament Babu Wino is being fronted by majority of Nairobians as the next Nairobi governor. His rivalry is now starting the city hall politics. The legislator has held a position that he could run as an independent governor if at all his party ODM supports Governor Sakaja. One thing is very clear: if millions do not exchange hands behind curtains, then Governor Sakaja may suffer the same fate of an impeachment.
Katika maongeo yetu ambayo tumekuwa nao kwa masaa 4-5 ambayo yamepita, tumeongea na watu wamezungumza na MCAs wametoa mambo yao na yamesikizwa, na vile pia leadership wametoa mambo yao ikasikizwa. Kwa hivyo kwa kauli moja tumekubaliana kwamba hiyo impending impeachment iahirishwe na itolewe, na sasa tumekubaliana gavana aendelee na kazi na vile vile ajumuike na akapewa pia marekebisho ambayo anafaa kufanya katika uongozi wake katika kaunti ya Nairobi. Na pia gavana ametoa malalamiko yake na vile vile akaomba msamaha kwa wale MCAs wote, na tumekubaliana kwa muda wa mwezi moja yale marekebisho hayo yamefanywa na tuone mji wa Nairobi ikiendelea. Tumesema ututaki siasa mbaya katika mji wa Nairobi. Kwa hivyo gavana ana uhuru wa kuendelea kazi yake hata kwa naina impending impeachment ambayo itakuwako.
The embattled governor has turned to President William Ruto and ODM leader Raila Odinga in a bid to salvage his impeachment. Despite the two leaders' call for a meeting, the members of County Assembly MCAs have vowed that they will not relent until Sakaja is out. But at least for now, Sakaja can breathe a sign of relief. The impeachment drive against Sakaja may just turn out to be his biggest obstacle on his political career. For months, discontent has been looming, and the climax was last week's Kamukunji meeting that signaled that the patience of many members of County Assembly had finally run out. The Nairobi County Assembly Speaker Ken Ngondi chaired a closed-door meeting on August 26th, where more than 90 MCAs expressed frustrations with Governor Sakaja. According to insiders, the discussions were heated, and by the end, the legislators of the county resolved to initiate impeachment proceedings. The governor, just like his compatriots recently being Kericho Governor Eric Mutai, who survived an impeachment at the Senate, now finds himself in unfamiliar territory, with even his UDA party allies openly questioning his leadership. The unity between UDA and ODM MCAs puts Sakaja in a red zone, and a signal that his impeachment motion would not even last minutes before being passed by a two-thirds majority. The United MCAs have stayed from the fact that the impeachment is politically instigated, but rather speak of accountability at City Hall, and it is no longer about party politics. The MCAs argue that Sakaja has failed Nairobians, from stalled bursaries to delayed ward development funds, and being termed to have failed to deliver on the promises he made in 2022.
I, Sakaja Arthur Johnson, do swear.
Sakaja has also lost a big chunk of the Nairobian support and struggles to impress the very people that propelled him into being governor. What might Sakaja have done so terribly that he is now struggling to have support of both Nairobians and the MCAs? The impeachment is being spearheaded by the mouthful Kilelesho member of County Assembly and blogger Robert Alai, who confirmed that the signatures were piling up very fast. By Sunday, August 31st, at least 70 signatures had already been secured. The Assembly requires at least 82 signatures before an impeachment motion can be tabled. But what exactly is pushing Sakaja's ouster?
Ili garbage itolewe Nairobi, Sakaja must go.
MCAs accuse Sakaja of betraying campaign pledges that gave him victory in 2022. They cite his administration's failure to release bursaries on time, leaving needy students stranded, and the indefinite halt of the Ward Development Fund, which they argue is a direct attack on the priorities of local wards. They say these failures have created deep mistrust between the governor and the assembly. For them, the issue is no longer about politics. It is about governance. Sakaja has seemingly lost touch with both residents and leaders. For those that know Nairobi, once you lose the grassroots support, your political star is dimmed. This is exactly what befallen the once popular Nairobi politician Mike Mbuvi Sonko. From a grassroots strong politician as an MP to senator, and later to an isolated and then impeached governor. This is the Brief Channel.